Hello and welcome to another update video about Aptos APT. The move down generally starts to look a bit impulsive. In the last video we talked about that here a top could be in 5 waves, double top. And we are now coming down quite impulsively. So if this was the case, that a wave 5 top was in here, then indeed we could now be, basically if you've watched the ADA video, it's similar count that we're coming down now in an A wave. There would be a B and a C down, and that could, in the first instance, in my opinion, take us down to the ascending trend line. So let me take the Fips out first. Before you get confused, there are 2 counts. There's a yellow count here and a white count. Mentioned to you in the previous video, we don't at this stage know which one is going to work out. The yellow one is more imminently bullish, whereas the white one would first have a pullback into a wave 2 before the rally continues, provided support holds. Yeah. But here the idea was that the wave 3 count, the yellow count is going to become the one that's in control if we reach, I believe it was like $24, yeah, because that's the 1.618 extension. Without getting to the 1.618 extension, I can't really argue that the yellow count is in play. It looks nice, you know, it cascades higher, but we're not there yet. So at the moment we need to have an open mind here. At the moment my view is that there's a good chance the wave 2 is now unfolding. Support area for the wave 2 would be ideally here. No, 1 second. Oh, I think I need to move it up now because the price obviously moved on. So we are going to move up the support area a bit now into the region between 687 and 1182. So that's the relevant support area for a wave 2. If we come down in a wave 2, we should ideally get there. The wave 2 would unfold as an ABC structure, A wave, B wave, C wave. The A wave often reaches the 38.2 Fib and often is quite impulsive. So that's what we currently see. Could very well be that we get this ABC structure here, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we haven't really broken below the 50% level of the last move to the upside. That is important because I draw the Fips like, where do we have it? So let's draw the Fips here to the top, and let's say the wave 3 finished here. It could very well be that the wave 4 is still in the making, ABC. Yeah? I cannot rule that out. That would be in line with Bitcoin's count. The reason is, as long as we're holding the 50% Fib level here, we cannot rule out that the wave 4 is still in the making. So have an open mind. Yeah, this is certainly, we've just pulled back to key support, $16. If we rally from here, we have a good chance to put another wave 5 in. And only then we would complete this first wave. It depends. This is really the make or break point. Yeah, if we break below the 50% level, also typically like a bull flag would not normally drop below the 50% level. So that's normally too much of a pullback. So very simple. As long as we're holding the $16 level, we have a good chance for another rally in a 5th wave. If we get to $24, we could even count it as the yellow wave count, which would be short-term more bullish. And eventually would also lead to higher prices, probably. Or if we drop below $16, I have to assume that we pull back to the trend line, I would say, at least. Yeah, maybe even lower here. We have to understand that the trend line is going to be important. We might not necessarily pull back to the white support area. This trend line is quite relevant. We had 1, 2, 3, several touch points here. You can now actually draw another short-term trend line, but that actually broke now. Okay, we can't use that. So yeah, that's sort of what I can see currently here. We are still in this range. Can you see that we're actually still in the channel? Yep. That's still a valid channel, or descending wedge, maybe with a fake out to the upside, depending on how you draw it. But yeah, this $16 level is now key. And then we could come down in an A wave, maybe to that 38.2 Fib level that I showed you. and that support area, or at least the pullback to the trend line, could provide another nice entry point. I mean, you can also try to speculate to trade the wave 5, but it's on very thin ice, okay? So usually, as I said, the A wave normally comes back to the 38.2 fib at 1376 in this case. It will be interesting. It will be interesting. What else is there to say? Not really much. I mean, if we look at the indicators, also here on the 4-hour chart I wanted to show you, we can see that the negative momentum is still increasing. Also, we are now below the 50 level on the RSI, and that would normally indicate that we head into a local downtrend. So it means wave 2 could be unfolding. Let's see how we do tomorrow. We get a bit more clarity, but I think current price action would suggest for me that the wave 2 is now in the making. Again, could be wrong, but then we need to hold the $16 level. Okay, that's my update about Aptos. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.